Commission music.
Hey yo, man, I'm about to put y'all up on something, man. If you getting money, that's woe. If you pushing the 2010 wheel, that's woe. If you at the club and you buying out the bar, that's woe. Yeah. Shorty in the club with all Gucci on, that's woe. Nice. Oh, I knew this freak bitch uptown, she was whoa. Had me in the telly every night like whoa. Maserati parked out front like whoa. My pocket full of money in my wrist like whoa. I'm strapped with the 9 in my clip like whoa. I pull up to the club and get it in like
DJ Circuit Breaker Commission TV. You know I need to bring out the fucking hottest. I'm here with Mike Knox, G-Unit. You know what it is. What's good?
I'm cool, man. It's poppin'. What's the latest?
What's up, man? I finally caught up with you.
Yeah, it's been kind of hard and difficult under certain situations and circumstances I'm going through, but man, what's good? There's a lot going on out there.
Yeah, there's a lot going on out there, you know what I'm saying? So, I wanted to, get your view on, a few things. The state of hip-hop in Philly. What's your opinion on that right now?
I mean, I think it's interesting at some points. I think where we at right now, a lot of artists is more so trying to get along and do records together and keep their momentum going. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's cool. I get along with just about everybody. I don't know, man. I'm wishy-washy sometimes, but I get along with everybody. What you think about it?
I think it's cool. I think it's coming together. You know what I mean? Like, in the past, a lot of artists been at odds. So it's like now that everybody trying to work, if people keep doing it, it's going to progress.
Yeah, I mean, it's just more about what you put into it. I think it's more about what the artist put into it. Whatever you put in, that's what you're going to get back. You
exactly.
So,
yeah.
That's where I'm at with that.
Now, when did you get into hip-hop? Like,
I was always into hip hop as a youngin. I didn't take it serious until about maybe, I don't know, man. Somewhere along the line of the streets, being wild, listening to Coogee Rap and Rakim and the greats like that. And I just started taking it serious after a few years after that.
Who gave you your first chance? As far as getting in the game. Like, who was that DJ or that mentor?
Cosmic Kev, hands down. Cosmic Kev.
And how influential has he been on your career?
There wouldn't be no me without. They wouldn't be no me without Cosmic Kev. You wouldn't know Mike Knox as far as when it comes to music. He's the first person that played my record. And he's always played my records. You know what I'm saying? So I owe that to him.
Now, what's your opinion on a lot of artists' opinions about Cosmic Kev? Because I asked artists about Philly radio, but as soon as I say Philly radio, they immediately go to Cosmic Kev.
You know what I think it is, honestly? I think a lot of people, and I'm just being honest with you, a lot of artists that have been being played on the radio, I don't feel have the right to complain. If you were played on the radio, if you're being played on the radio now, I don't feel that you should complain because you feel that you're not getting more, as you should get. I think artists that has never been played before or trying to get played or whatever the case may be, I think those are the artists that I can understand them saying something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it should be them not understanding, not so much of it's this way or it's that way. I mean, at the end of the day, let's be real, let's be honest. You got a lot of different DJs in this town. You don't just have Cosmic Kev. You got Cosmic Kev, you got Doc B, you got Diamond Cuts,
Mark G's,
you
Damage.
got DJ Damage, you got Greg Nitty,
DJ Kurt,
it's just DJ
no
Kurt.
Frills.
It goes on and on. You got a lot of different elements that we didn't have before. You know what I'm saying? Before the Power 99s or before the 103 The Beats. You got a lot of other radio stations and internet stations where you got an outlet to shoot your music out. Every record that you make is not going to be that record. Every record that I made wasn't that fucking record. every record that Gilly the Kid has made has not been that fucking record. We all make a record that's not going to be it as an artist. And I think a lot of people take this shit too personal. You see what I'm saying? I think they put themselves in a position to feel like it's not happening and they want to blame somebody else when actually it's your fucking fault. Because if your fucking record is just whack and the shit is not hot, then how do you expect for somebody to play it? Then on top of that, what makes it worse is, regardless if you have an issue with any DJ, you don't hear no niggas in New York talking that shit about Funkmaster Flex. You don't hear no DJ, you don't hear no artist saying Funkmaster Flex ain't playing a record and they're not F Funkmaster Flex. They're not doing that because they want to leave them doors open for when that opportunity comes. To hope that they can get their record played by Funkmaster Flex or any other DJ that's in New York. You gotta look at it like this, man. You can feel this way about a DJ or any DJ in this market or across the country. You gotta look at it like this. Once you create that situation with them, where as though there's no communication or you disrespect them or whatever, you gotta remember you're trying to be in this game, you're trying to be in this business. So what happens 9 months to a year when you go and you get a situation and you have a label and a machine that's ready to back you, and then they go and send your records out and they wonder why your record is not getting played in your own hometown.
Yeah.
They're like, why you're not being supported? And see, a lot of artists feel that if they get on, they can say, fuck them niggas, I don't need them. No, you still need them. You still need these DJs in this town to play your record. You may feel you don't, but you do. Because that record company, they're not getting caught up in that shit. Only thing they understand is BDS and basically the promotion and marketing of the actual project. So if you're not getting that push in your own market and they doing everything in their capability to make sure it happens and it's not happening, they want to fucking know why. And then when it comes up, oh, they look back and they see this footage of you saying this and you doing that, you done.
Yeah, bad PR.
You see what I'm saying? It's bad press. And I'm not saying I never did no bad press, but I'm speaking on learning experience. Like I could go on record and say that I've went and said, fuck DJ Khaled. But the difference is, I know DJ Khaled's never going to play my record because I'm affiliated with G-Unit. So that's not going to happen anyway. You see what I'm saying? But I feel like we got a lot of talent in this city. We got a lot of good artists. We got a lot of artists that haven't been heard yet. But if they keep going and they keep pushing and they get the records with the different artists that may be popping now, I think they get their chance.
Now I got a question for you, because a lot of artists, they get in the game and they don't know what direction they want to go in. What would you suggest that an artist needs, to be successful in the game as far as his business, as far as publishing and management and that?
I think the first thing an artist needs is personality. You can't be in this business without a personality. You have to have your own. You have to know where you want to go. Then you have to have the proper manager. Management is not your nigga that you grew up with. Management is not your man that lives down the street with you and y'all splitting the fucking gas and tolls to go to New York. Management is somebody that has a management company that manages other artists' careers and they're in a successful position and they're able to do something for you right away to make something happen and make the things happen that you want to happen. Then you have to have a publicist that makes sure you're in all the magazines, that makes sure you get all the ads and all the press that you possibly could get, good press, and so on and so forth. And then on top of that, the music. There's people out there that have all these things and then they don't have the proper music. You see what I'm saying? So if you got all of these elements, you're cool. It'll work. I mean, we got everything now. You got the internet. You're able to sell your music on iTunes. You're able to press and distribute your own music. Put out as many mixtapes as you want. Put up things on DVDs and YouTubes and different websites and things like that. You can upload your interviews and webisodes. So there's so many things that we can do that Philly didn't have an opportunity to do before. This is why people know who we are now on a broader band. You see what I'm saying? Because everybody got camera. Like, what you doing? Like, this is an outlet. This is an outlet that people get to say what they want. You're not saying, okay, no, I fuck with this person, stop the camera.
Yeah.
You're letting people beat up, and you're not instigating anything neither. Whatever a person say out their mouth, that's what they say out their mouth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I just think we got a platform to do whatever we want to do at this time.
Meek Mill signing with Rick Ross, you think that's a good move?
Great. Great. Want to know why? Because I'm putting it to you this way, and Meek can tell you this himself. The last Powerhouse Meek did, I said to him before he stepped on the stage, I said, it's time. You're in a position that nobody has been in a long fucking time. For this fucking Wachovia Center, that 30,000, 20,000, or whatever it was, people in there, screaming your fucking name and knowing your song, every song you perform, word for word, is letting the people know that you next. So he did the smart thing and went and grabbed the situation and kept it moving. He didn't go grab a situation where he was going to have to sit for a year and wait before he got his chance. He got a situation where he could just go right now. So I'm happy. It's a good thing for the city. Somebody else getting out of this shit. You know what I mean? It's good, man. It's great. I talk to Meek all the time.
And speaking of Young Chris just got a new deal with Division I Universal.
That's good too.
So that's good too.
And you got to look at Young Chris. I mean, look at what he's come from. He came from the whole state property thing and the Rockefeller breakup, and you know, him and Neef, they still doing their thing as the Young Guns, and then they still doing their solo individual projects. That's good. That's what it's about. It's about being businessmen and keeping it moving. I think it's great.
Now, I got a question for you because there's been a lot of controversy going on in the city.
Right.
And your name was mentioned in a couple of interviews, you know, on the radio. Tommy Hill, him, you know, beefing with Beans and Young Chris, you know, Oskino. I had the footage on mine. Garcia from Ape Game. What's your opinion on that?
Hey, yo, man. I'm about to put y'all up on something, man. If you getting money, that's woke. If you pushing a 2010 wheel, that's woke. If you at the club and you buying out the bar, that's woke. Yeah. Shorty in the club with all Gucci on, that's woke. Nice. Oh, I knew this freak bitch uptown, she was had me in the telly every night like Maserati parked out front like my pocket full of money in my wrist like I'm strapped with the 9 in my clip like I pull up to the club and get it in like